Hell's Kitchen. How many of you guys like Chopped and Hell's Kitchen, those kind of shows?
Ooh.
Okay. Who watches like Cake Boss and Cupcake Wars? All right, so we have some of you in here that have a little sweet tooth. Culinary, there's a lot on culinary down there on those cards. Baking and pastry, I believe, is the first one that they have listed. That's something that you could do maybe in a year for a certificate, year and a half, an associate's degree. We're going to learn how to make all of our baked goods. Then you have culinary arts. That's what most chefs, if you guys watch Chopped and Hell's Kitchen, that's what they study. That's the associate's degree. They learn how to work. These are kind of what, this is the prep kitchens, kind of what they look like. They learn how to work at all the stages, do the knife skills. Most of our culinary students are kind of using your tablets. It's cheaper to get your textbooks, via your tablets. You can kind of see what they're going to do for the day. They have up on the TVs in the room, your knife kit, and then you're also going to learn how to make all the food. Culinary management is the bachelor's degree. You also learn how to run a restaurant, create a business plan, and then hospitality management is actually the field for some of you here. Maybe you like food, but you don't love cooking, and you're pretty social, and you want to help people. This is where you work with restaurants, resorts, and you would be the one in charge of all the events. One of the first classes that you do in culinary is garde manger, and that's cold food. You learn how to make anything that's served cold. It could be a soup, it could be, what is that? Some nasty looking food.
It looks like rolled up ham.
It's not ham, it's salmon.
Ew.
Yeah, it's salmon with cream cheese and then kind of some baked bread. And you might be surprised when you're older. Your taste buds change. When I was your guys' age, hated fish, hated seafood, and now I can do it. So your taste buds do change. How many of you guys would eat that salad? Kind of a summer salad? Yeah, it'd probably be pretty good.
That actually looks very satisfying.
Throw in some chicken, probably add a little protein to it. And what about this dish? I put this in there just kind of for decoration. Can you tell what vegetable or really it's a fruit that is? It's an avocado, and then there's some red pepper sliced on there, and those are actually mushrooms kind of done, as your flowers, and that's again kind of learning how to do your decoration. And then also, you start learning how to make all of your different cuisines. We do American, European, and then our students will spend 23 weeks on international cuisine, because fusion combined food is very popular today. How many of you guys would eat that dish? Some lamb chops and some churro sauce. And you'll notice that a lot of your nicer restaurants tend to use white plates so the food can kind of pop, all the different colors that they're putting on there. Let's see if you guys would try that dish. I'm guessing you won't.
What is that?
This is shrimp. This is a Japanese, kind of an Asian style dish. You've got some, noodles. Those noodles are just there for decoration. Sesame seeds and then some lime. Let's go into some Cajun shrimp. What about this dish? Anybody? Any takers?
I would definitely eat that.
And then I kind of put your kind of gourmet American burger in there because you do kind of focus on this. This one I kind of think it is small because usually you have more portions, and I kind of wish the sauce would have been a little different color just to make it pop. But that's mahi mahi with buckwheat noodles and then peas. It probably is really good if you like seafood. I just wish the sauce would have been a little different color. And then baking and pastry is obviously where we're going to learn how to make all of our desserts that we guys, we all love to see. And, I always kind of say culinary, this is one of those fields, it's not going to be a 9-to-5 job. Think about when most people go out to eat to your restaurants, and you have to have great communication skills in culinary because people are running around like crazy. This is more advanced. You don't start off with these cakes right away and baking and pastry. But you do eventually get into working with your fondant, your buttercream, your royal icing, which that would probably, I would say, be something more of a wedding cake. Here's kind of a little bit of a smaller, a little shorter, maybe for like a birthday. And then this is more traditional. We start working with your chocolates, your cookies, pound cake, artesian breads, and then, I'm going to kind of pan pour it really fast to kind of get to some of the good ones.
What about cake donuts?
Yeah, you'll do donuts. And then here's some white chocolate that went on this. I think that dessert looks really pretty. And then I'm going to show you one more kind of wedding cake. Oh, homemade marshmallows.
Ooh.
Flavored ones. What about that cake? How many of you guys want to eat that cake? All the flowers.
Oh man, I probably would eat that.
It's too pretty. It's too pretty. What do you guys think that cake would cost? Because those flowers, that would be multiple, I think.
I would say, I'd probably say about $100 or.
No, that would be a couple $1,000 probably. Yeah. The game design, yes.
Is that the same idea in photography?
No, that's a good question. Photography right now, we're not requiring a portfolio at our schools. I always kind of tell students, if you're always taking pictures, maybe take like your top 5 to 10 favorites, put them together in a binder. So when you go for an interview, you can show the assistant director of missions, and then that will kind of show them how interested you are. Even if it's something like animation or graphic design, and you guys may be taking computer graphics classes or 2D classes, you can take some of your favorite pieces just to kind of show them your interest, definitely. But you don't have to have one. You do not have to have one. That's a good question. You had another question too?
I was wondering how it works, like the photography classes, or when I get into it in the culinary.
The culinary?
It
Luckily.
like costs them, like make a lot of money.
Oh, that, I'm not allowed to give prices because that's always dependent on yourself, how much you would make. You can go to the Bureau of Labor Statistics for any job that you guys are thinking about going into. You can pick the state, and it'll kind of give you entry level to kind of medium range. And it's always dependent. You know, one student at our school might start out making more because they've done more projects on the side, or they have more experience with their internships. That's why I can't really get those prices on it. But think about like baking. Starting out is not going to be a ton unless you're owning your own bakery right away, and it's a known name. It takes a while to kind of build your brand. And even photography, you can start out freelance, start working with a studio. So it kind of depends what you're doing. Most students in photography will start out working with another photographer or studio, and then also freelance on the side to kind of start building their business. We've had some though that end up going to New York or working for publications, magazines. So it just depends on every single student there. But yeah, your cakes are kind of crazy today, especially the wedding cake.